Ever since I landed in your beautiful city 24 hours back, I have received such an amount of affection and kindness that I feel overwhelmed. I have been trying to visit the different states in the country, and this is the first state in the south which it has been possible for me to visit as President of the Republic of India. I am really happy that I have seen something of this beautiful part of the country. You are all aware that within the last 3 years we had such tremendous changes in the country. Those who worked for freedom in the years gone by could hope for nothing better than what we have achieved. It is now for us to maintain the freedom that we have won and to make our people prosperous and happy. Our freedom will have no meaning unless its fruits are enjoyed by every individual that inhabits this vast land, and unless every individual feels that he is better in every respect. A great responsibility has been cast upon all, and what I want you, common men and women of this country, to realize is that it is no use leaving things to what is known as the government. With adult franchise, we now have a system in which every individual has his share in the government. We can no longer say that the government is something different from the people at large. Every individual, high and low, must make his or her contribution to the betterment and prosperity of the masses. We have during these 3 years been passing through rather difficult times. You in the south, who are so far away from the places where we have had such tremendous difficulties, may not fully realize the vastness of the catastrophe. You cannot perhaps appreciate the magnitude of the problem which our government had to face on the very marrow of its existence. Vast masses of uprooted humanity, both in the west and in the east, had to move from their hearth and home, leaving everything behind in search of a place where they could live with safety and honor. It was not a case of a few people. From the west alone, now known as Western Pakistan, not less than 5 million people, perhaps more than that, came to India. Sometime later, a very large number, not less than 3 million, moved from East Bengal. It was not easy to rehabilitate this vast mass of humanity, and although the government has been doing its best, it is too early yet to say that we have succeeded in our task. The progress in the West has been considerable, and so far as the rural population is concerned, it may be said that practically the whole of the population has now been settled on land, but they do not all have houses to live in. The townspeople have had greater difficulties to face. The agriculturist, when given land after he had moved from West Punjab to East Punjab, could begin life in his own way, more or less as before. The townsman who was doing some kind of trade or business, however, found greater difficulties in adjusting himself to his new surroundings. Trade and business in West Punjab employed not only the Hindus and Sikhs but also the Muslims. Many of these enterprising people have managed to start life afresh, although with some difficulty. The government has been giving them all possible help. Thousands and thousands of houses have been built at government expense for housing them. In growing townships, these people are working and building up houses for themselves. The rehabilitation and resettlement of these people has been the greatest of the problems government has had to face. Perhaps we are now nearing the end of this problem, although it is too early to say that we have actually dealt with it completely. Bombay, dated 10th January 1959. To the Deccan Trading Company Limited, Sultan Bazar, Hyderabad. Dear Sirs, I am happy to hear today from my colleague Mr. James of the proposed extension of your business. I learn this fact with pleasure, as I think I am in a position just now to offer you some very exceptional bargains in the way of leather cases in every variety. My stock is huge and I feel sure I should be able to supply you with such cases as you may desire. I can promise you early delivery, and if you will peruse the enclosed price list, you will see the prices are very reasonable. If you think any of my wares are at all likely to suit you and would care to have more details, perhaps it would be best for your traveler to call upon me at an early date, as there is every likelihood of my stock of these special lines being speedily sold out. I will by all means, however, reserve a number of cases for you for the space of 1 week, and if your traveler comes along, I shall be pleased to give him any information for which he asks and to explain to him fully our terms, etc. In my opinion, you should be very successful with this new line of business in your town. I hope I may hear from you early. Yours faithfully.